Okay, so I feel like I haven't said this in a while, but hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel, or if you're just stumbling across today's video, my name is Emma. So I feel like I haven't done a sit down video in a little bit because I feel like the past months I've been traveling a bunch and all my videos have been vlog content, which obviously is great because I know you guys love vlog content, but I obviously love sitting down and just chatting with you guys about fashion, beauty, lifestyle, all those types of things. And I thought that since I have the week off today at home, I would sit down and do a couple videos for you guys to have up for fall. And I thought I would start with this one because I feel like it's very relevant to the season. Fall is here, it is officially here. The weather is totally reflecting that and it's disgusting out. So I thought that I would do my top 10 favorite trends for fall so you guys can get some inspiration for shopping for your fall wardrobe. All of this stuff is based off kind of like the runways, trickle down to bloggers, trickle down to your everyday girl. So you guys can take away all the trends that I'm going to be talking about today into your normal everyday wardrobes and be super poppin' for fall. And I'm going to obviously have visuals up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about as I say it. But I guess let's get right into the video. So these are kind of the top 10 trends that I've been seeing a lot in the everyday blogger atmosphere, you could say. I've also seen them all over the runway too, but I feel like now that fall has actually begun, I've definitely seen a bunch of my fellow bloggers styling all of these trends, and I'm kind of getting to narrow down my top 10 favorites and what I really think I'm going to be styling this fall and what I really think that you guys should know about, so you guys are on a trend for this upcoming season. So let's get right into it. Also, all of these trends are going to be in no particular order. I just kind of want to tell you guys my top 10 favorites, but yeah, not in any particular order. So the first trend I want to talk to you guys about is kind of like fabrics, and the top 3 fabrics that I've been seeing really poppin' this fall is snakeskin, leather, and satin. So snakeskin has been obviously trendy for like a while now, but I feel like it's really gonna like make its moment in fall 2019. I've seen it everywhere, from like literally every piece of item you can think about. We saw it really in spring too, in like little slip dresses and shorts and tops and stuff, but now going into fall we're seeing it in jackets and leather pieces and leather goods and stuff like that. So I think that's going to be a really big trend for fall. Another fabric is satin, which I'm obsessed with, and again, it's been a trend for a little while, but I think it's going to really make a moment in fall, and it's going to be really fun to style for fall because I feel like satin's a very predictable style for spring, but for fall it's really cool to kind of style with like boots and different textures and layering with knits and stuff like that. So I also think satin is going to have a huge moment in fall. And then the last fabric you could say I think is going to be really big for fall is pleather and leather in general. So like a deep black edgy leather and like literally all sorts of things. So like headbands, we have it in accessories, we have it in jackets, shirts, skirts, leggings, pants, like literally everything leather is super cool and edgy for fall, and it's gonna be huge. So definitely go to your local Zara. They have so many things already. I've already ordered like a bunch of pleathered goods for fall, which I'm really excited to sell for you guys. So if you need some inspo, obviously I'm gonna have visuals up here so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So the next trend for fall I've seen literally everywhere, and I've actually worn it myself to Fashion Week. So, and honestly at Fashion Week I saw so many girls wearing it too. So that trend is feather. So I feel like feather, faux feather is gonna be huge, and it already is huge. You saw it all over the runways, and now it's kind of trickled down into like the ready to wear and like the fast fashions of the world. So you're seeing it literally everywhere, and I think it's such a cool texture to add to your wardrobe. I think it's super feminine and fun and girly. Also, I think feather is going to be a really good way to make a statement at any event you have coming up. So any Christmas parties, any events, any graduations, any galas, anything like that, like big fancy events, I think feather is going to be really cool to incorporate into like a beautiful gown or a dress or like a mini cocktail dress or something. I actually wore one to Fashion Week. I'll have a photo here, but it's the CINCHED like purple satin. Satin, one of the trends, and feather. So it's kind of like both trends in one. I think it's such a pretty dress and I like loved wearing it. So that's like a perfect example of something for fall that would be really pretty with both trends. Okay, and then the third trend I want to talk about is actually some colors that I've been seeing that are going to be really big for fall. The first one is making a moment right now, you guys. I'm like so obsessed with it. I just ordered a few pieces in this color, and that is purple. And I know that lavender was very popular for spring and like the whole pastel vibe, but I'm not talking lavender anymore, you guys. I'm talking like a deep purple, like a deep rich purple, like almost like a plum, you could say, I guess. I'll have photos here so you can see for reference, but I think that purple is just having its moment right now, and it's gonna blow up, you guys. And like I said, it's gonna be super like jewel tone purple. I think it's gonna make a major moment. So yeah, I'm obsessed with that. And then obviously we've been seeing a lot of pistachio. Everyone's talking about pistachio as the color of the season, so obviously we have some pistachio in there, and then obviously some yellows I've been seeing a lot of, and then last but not least, pink, because you know what, pink's always on trend, you guys. PFG is always on trend. Okay, and then the next trend I want to talk about is boots. So the boots that I've been seeing a lot for this fall are go-go boots and tractor boots. So I actually just bought 2 pairs of each. So my Prada go-go boots you guys saw, I'm like obsessed with. I have photos here that I've styled it with. That is like the epitome of a go-go boot, you guys. Like the huge square block heel with like the big chunky leg, and obviously squared toes are super popular too. So adding the squared toe to the go-go boot is just stunning. But yeah, you don't need a shop designer to get the nicest go-go boots. Places like Zara, Steve Madden, literally everywhere has go-go boots right now, so you can totally shop it for a really affordable price. And then the next boot that I wanted to highlight that's going to be super popular for fall are tractor boots. And pretty much what a tractor boot is like a giant chunky boot with like a tractor soles. You know, like a tractor on a farm when they have those like grids on like the tire to like make marks into the ground. Like that's the idea of a tractor boot, and I feel like I've seen these a lot in the men's world of fashion, and I feel like it's kind of now becoming into the women's side. I actually just ordered a brand new pair of tractor boots, and they're supposed to arrive tomorrow, so obviously you guys will see on Instagram stories when I get them in the mail, but I'll obviously have some photos here so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. But tractor boots are gonna be super cool, and you guys should definitely get on that. Okay, and then the 5th trend I wanted to tell you guys about is layering knits. And obviously knits for fall is the most predictable trend of life, but it's kind of coming with a twist now. So I'm seeing a lot of like layering knits. You're gonna want to wear like a knit shirt with a knit sweater over top, with a knit jacket, with a knit scarf, and a knit toque, like all the knits in the world mixed together into like one look. That's totally the vibe. I saw that all over the runway, and I know it's definitely gonna be a thing, but I haven't seen it too much in like the blogger world, but I feel like a few people are starting to do it, and I think it's gonna really catch on, and I think that's gonna be a big trend. Okay, and then the next trend I want to tell you guys about are oversized blazers, and that's kind of a given because oversized blazers have been kind of cool for a while now, like men's masculine oversized blazers. But I feel like for fall it's gonna have a little bit of a twist to it, and now we're adding a huge chunky belt to it to cinch the waist. So a lot of people are wearing men's oversized blazers as dresses, which I totally am guilty for that because I'm so small anyways that usually they become dresses on me. But for fall now we're adding like big chunky belts, and I feel like that's a trend on its own, but especially with the oversized blazers. But again, you don't need to break the bank to join in on these trends, because I've been to the thrift store plenty of times and I found like a bunch of like dad blazers that are literally like $5 to $10, and then you can just add like a Forever 21 belt or a Zara belt. Obviously if you want to splurge and do like highs and lows, you could get a nice designer belt, but then get the Value Village blazer to kind of make the look affordable. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been seeing this trend a ton, but I feel like I really like the belt idea just because it's super flattering. Obviously it's the most flattering part of your body, accentuates everything, makes the blazer look a little bit more feminine, and I'm super into that. Okay, and then the 7th trend I want to talk about are hair accessories and hats, and pretty much just accessories in general have been like on steroids lately. I feel like in spring we saw a lot of clips, bobby pins, all these like 90s vibes, but I feel like going into fall there's a lot of headbands, like those puffy headbands that we've been seeing a lot. I own like way too many of them. We're seeing a lot of bucket hats, but now in different textures. So we're seeing like fluffy bucket hats, we're seeing nylon bucket hats, we're seeing like literally every type of bucket hat possible, honestly. And also another one of my favorite hair trends are the giant bows. I actually wore one to Fashion Week and it was such a cute look. I loved it. So definitely just like playing around with your hair is like so on trend right now, and like the bigger the better I feel like, and the more of a statement it is, the better. So I'm obsessed with this trend. I honestly love buying accessories and like spicing up and elevating every single look. So I think this is such a cool trend, and you can definitely find affordable versions of everything that I talked about on like Zara, Forever 21, all of like your normal affordable websites are definitely catching on to this trend. Okay, and then the 8th trend I want to tell you guys about are colored tights, and I feel like this is also known as crayon legs. I feel like that's kind of been, I've heard it here and there, but I feel like this trend is so cute. I'm obsessed with colored tights, textured tights, and like polka dot tights, floral tights, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like the colored tights are going to be super super cool for fall. Like white tights are going to be really in. I feel like a black nylon is obviously already a cute little trend to have, but to switch it into like a color, like a pink, a white, a blue, a yellow, and to play up the tight trend and go super bold, you could do like one of those crazy colors, and I feel like it could be a total Blair Waldorf moment, and I feel like that is like so coming back and I'm obsessed with it. So as I've been doing my fall shopping, as one does, I've definitely kept my eye out for colorful tights because I feel like are gonna be a lot of affordable versions. Right now a lot of designers are doing it, and I feel like it is kind of crazy to spend like $500 on tights because usually they rip pretty quick. But I feel like the Zaras of the world are definitely gonna catch on, you guys. Don't worry, there are gonna be affordable versions soon. So I'll keep my eye out, and I'll obviously have things linked down below if I find some cute, cheap alternatives. Okay, and then the 9th trend is very cute, but not very practical, and those are small, tiny miniature bags. And I feel like we saw a lot of them, like the Jacquemus and like all of those brands now making super petite mini bags in spring, but I feel like it's definitely going to translate into fall, and more colors, deeper colors, more like jewel tone colors are coming out. And I honestly think it's super cute, but I just feel like it's so not practical. And honestly, I've done the trend, you guys. I've definitely worn my fair share of petite mini bags, and honestly, you can't fit anything. I can't even fit my vlog camera or my lipstick, or like I literally fit a mini travel size lipstick and a credit card. But obviously, if you want to do it for the fashion, definitely hop on that trend. There's so many available all over the internet already. I've definitely seen it everywhere, from like your Nasty Gals all the way to the Jacquemus. So truly, you're not gonna have an issue finding the bags, but honestly, like, I don't know if it's worth it just because it's so not practical. But again, super cute trend, and definitely like if you're gonna go the affordable route, you could totally like live with a little purse for the night. Okay, and then last but not least, the 10th trend I want to talk to you guys about is the romantic edgy trend. And that's pretty much mixing masculine and feminine pieces together to create one look. So I'm obsessed with this trend. I feel like this is probably my favorite trend of fall. And I feel like I've been seeing this everywhere on Instagram, and I'm so obsessed with this trend, you guys. It's pretty much just like mixing your girliest dress with like your most masculine pair of shoes, or vice versa. So you could totally style your like men's oversized blazer with like your most girly feminine heel, or you could go the opposite way and do the girliest dress with like the most masculine shoe. So I'm obsessed with this, but I already know I'm gonna be styling my tractor boots with like a bunch of girly dresses and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm super excited to hop on this trend, and you guys definitely should too. I think it's gonna be huge for fall, and it's honestly just like a fun way of expressing your style, because you can definitely like dip into like the menswear look, but also like stay true to yourself and be girly. It's just all around a super fun trend, so definitely get on that. And also with this trend, I feel like I've seen a lot of like long feminine dresses too, so they don't need to be like short little girly dresses. I've seen a lot of kind of like peasant style dresses styled with boots layered underneath, and kind of creating this like almost like a peasant look but for fall. And I think it's so chic and super cool, and I feel like a lot of men will not be into this because it's like not the most attractive or sexy look, but I feel like it's super fashion and it's super cool for me. I love that kind of stuff, and I think it's going to be really fun to play around with and kind of take out your maxi dresses or like midi dresses and style them with like a super big chunky boot, and just kind of playing around with the different styles and textures of like the masculine and the feminine look and put it together. So those are the top 10 trends that I've seen for fall all over Instagram, definitely on the runway as well, but now bloggers are starting to do it, and it's super fun to see everyone kind of be creative with these trends. And honestly, after doing this video, I'm so excited for fall to start creating all of these looks with all of these trends, and it's just honestly such a fun season, and all these trends are so good, and I am honestly not mad at any of them. Definitely though, just take these trends and run with them and have fun with it. Style is all about being yourself and kind of putting your own personal style twist on it. So yeah, just have fun incorporating them into your wardrobe, and I honestly can't wait to see you guys style them. Definitely tag me in your photos if you try any of these trends so I can see how you did them yourself. And also definitely comment down below and let me know which trend you're most excited to try this fall. I think my favorite trend is the romantic edgy and like mixing feminine and masculine styles together. So I'm really curious to know what you guys are most excited to style, so definitely let me know. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful and you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!